Hey there, my name is Megan and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm actually going to be talking about my North Carolina travel vlog that I did a couple of weeks ago. I went to kind of like the Asheville area of North Carolina in the Smoky Mountains, and I did some hiking and I vlogged and just never put all of the clips together or even explained where I was or what I was doing. So I thought I would do that now. I'm a horrible vlogger. I don't do this very often, so I'm still trying to learn how to do it well. So I'm going to discuss where I went and kind of my thoughts about it and just insert the actual clips of me being there. So I hope you guys enjoy it. But before we go ahead and get on into the actual footage, if you are not already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the little bell icon so you can be notified every time I post new content. I post new videos every Monday, Thursday, Saturday, and sometimes other days throughout the week. Also, don't forget to check down the description box below for links to all of my social media, my Buddy Read Discord, and my Patreon. So, like I said, we went to Black Mountain, North Carolina, which is about 10-15 miles from Asheville. And I have been to Asheville before, and Asheville is grown so much, and it is very busy, way more than I thought it was going to be on like a random weekend in October, but it was very busy and very crowded. So my recommendation for you is if you do not like super busy areas, then you might want to avoid Asheville. There are so many other places in the Smoky Mountains that offer just as beautiful hiking and views as anywhere near Asheville. So it wasn't as, I guess, serene hiking as I'd hoped it would be, but it was still a lot of fun. So the first place we visited was Catawba Falls, and this was a super easy hike. It's only about maybe 1.5 miles round trip, and it used to be a privately owned land before it was bought by the Park Service and opened public. So I have never been on a trail this busy in my entire life, and it was just constant people to the point where it was unenjoyable. I mean, the scenery was beautiful, but it was so crowded. And it was an easy hike. It's definitely moderate. You do have to step over like some rocks and some streams at some points. And when you get to the falls, I've seen a lot of waterfalls in my lifetime, and this one was definitely not my favorite. It was very rocky, and you actually had to climb up all of these boulders to even get to like the good views of the waterfall. So in my personal opinion, I would avoid Catawba Falls because it's crowded. It's an easy hike, the views are pretty, but it's not even the nicest waterfall I've ever seen, and you can't even see the whole thing unless you climb. So if you're someone that, doesn't have good knees or, doesn't walk very well, it's just not going to be a good experience for you. So that's my review of Catawba Falls. I'll go ahead and insert the footage below and enjoy. Next, we went to Chimney Rock State Park, which was about 40 minutes away from Black Mountain, and this is one of the only parks that actually charges for you to enter. It is $17 a person in order to enter the park, and that's because it is kind of set up like a destination. I guess it's not just for hiking. And there is a restaurant there. There's a lot of like scenic viewpoints that you can get to. There's shops. So I understand why they charge so much, but for a state park, it just seemed a bit pricey to me. So the main attraction is actual Chimney Rock, where you can go up. It's about 2,400 feet in elevation, and you can go to this viewpoint and see all of these awesome, beautiful views, as well as Lake Lure down below, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And there are actually other trails that lead higher in elevation that you can do if you want to. You can actually walk up to Chimney Rock. There are stairs that take you there. I was traveling with some older people in my party, and they do have an elevator that can take you up there. So we took the elevator. But then there are some, like I said, other trails that you can walk higher up the mountain. And I decided to do that on my own. So I did like a 45-minute round trip trail that took me higher to see much more beautiful views. And there was a lot of steps to get up there, but it was worth it. The views were gorgeous, and there wasn't a lot of people up there. So if you're just looking to actually see the views from Chimney Rock, just know that it's going to be crowded. There's going to be a lot of people there, but the views are worth it. And if you don't mind like walking an extra 45 minutes and doing a lot of stairs, then there are some even better, more peaceful viewpoints where you can kind of just sit and just enjoy the beauty of it. So I'll go ahead and insert my clips of Chimney Rock, and I hope you enjoy. In addition to Chimney Rock, like the actual rock itself, I guess, there are a lot of different trails that you can hike within Chimney Rock State Park. So I decided to do the Hickory Nut Falls Trail, which is a moderate trail. It's about 1.5 mile round trip to these waterfalls. So similar thing, there were a lot of people there, but it wasn't nearly as crowded as Catawba Falls. And the area that you walk through to get there was just absolutely beautiful. It was fall, the colors were changing. It was a beautiful day, nice and cool, and the falls were really quite beautiful. You can actually walk down to the falls and immerse yourself in water and get wet and just have fun, even though it's freezing. If you want to, I personally didn't. It was too cold for that, but definitely worth it. I think it's an easy hike. You can either take an easier trail or a harder trail to get there, and it's worth it because the falls are quite beautiful. So I will go ahead and insert that clip down below. so those are all of the clips to the different places that I visited when I was in Black Mountain, North Carolina, and I really did enjoy my time. It was way more crowded and touristy than I would have thought in October, but I still had a lot of fun. So I'm not really sure if I will be going back to any of those places around Asheville just because it has gotten so touristy and it's kind of just taken away, in my personal opinion, things that I like about going out in nature and hiking. But it still was a lot of fun. So let me know in the comments if you've gone to any of these places or if you have any recommendations for places, maybe like in the Smoky Mountain area. And I will see y'all soon in another video. Goodbye.